Imagine baking delicious bread and buns right at home. No oven needed. Yes, you had that right. Soft, fluffy, golden perfection cooked entirely on your gas stove. Stick around because today I'm sharing all the secrets to making this magic happen. Hi everyone, welcome back to Zashammy's Kitchen. If you're new here, welcome to this foodie family. And this is where we turn simple ingredients into extraordinary creations. Today's recipe is close to my heart because not everyone has an oven at home, but that doesn't mean you can't enjoy freshly baked bread at home. Let me show you how. Growing up, we didn't always have an oven at home, but my grandma, she was the queen of improvisation, I tell you. I still remember how she'd make bread and buns on the jiko, filling the house with the most incredible aroma. Those were moments that taught me cooking is about creativity, not just fancy tools and everything fancy. Today, I'm sharing with you her tried and tested method. So as you've seen, we are starting with warm milk and then we put yeast and sugar. I'll put down all the ingredients and measurements below. So we cover these for some time and allow this to sit. At this point, I didn't know if my yeast was very good because I've stayed with this yeast for some time, so I had to test it and I can see it form some bubbles and it is good to go. So we add our flour. This one I used 3 cups, but as I said, I'll put down all the ingredients. I write down all the ingredients, so stay tuned, the ingredients will be here. So I add a little bit of salt. For salt, it always add that very nice taste to baked goods. So we mix this and to form a very soft dough. Don't worry if you're not a pro at making soft dough. This is super simple and I will guide you every step of the way. The idea of making a soft dough is kneading until the flour stops sticking on your hand, and it has to be very soft, so don't be tempted to add flour. For me, I was adding milk a little bit at a time, so don't be tempted to add flour because it's supposed to be soft. So you're supposed to knead it until it's very soft and stops sticking on your hand. So now our dough is ready and we need to set it aside for it to rise and double in size. So you put also that when the dough rises, it doesn't stick on the basin. So this is where patience is key. The dough needs to like about an hour to double in size. Trust me, it's worth the wait. So just be patient. So after an hour later, our dough is ready. You just need to deflate it and then shape it into bread. Like for me, I will divide it into 2, the one for bread and the one for buns. So you see, this is so simple. You can make bread and buns with the same dough. That's the amazing thing about this recipe. So you divide that into 2, and then for the bread one, I'll just roll it up and then like flatten it and then roll it, and then I'll like shape it into like bread shape and then put into my bread pan. Here is where you can get creative. Add your favorite filling if you like, or keep it classic like meat today. Either way, they'll taste amazing. Don't forget to line your baking tins with oil so that the dough doesn't stick after rising, and also the bread doesn't stick after baking. So we put this here, allow it to rise and double in size, put it in a warm place so that it will rise, and then it will be ready to be baked. So repeat the same with the buns. For me, you just cut them into around 5-6 pieces, and then make a ball with them, and then put in my baking tin and allow them to double in size, same as the bread. So I'm making my egg wash, which I will use 1 egg and milk, a little bit of milk, like 1 teaspoon of milk. Mix that, and then you will wash it, like you will brush it on top of your buns and on top of your bread. This will give your bread and your bun a very nice golden color after baking. That is the trick. I had misplaced my brush, so I had to use this spoon, which just worked magic as well. So at this point, you can add your decorating seeds, healthy seeds. You can use chia seeds, you can use sesame seeds, or for me, I used flax seeds because that's what I had, and they are very, very healthy also. I only use them on the buns. Now here is where the magic trick is. By using a heavy pan and a tight lid, we are creating an oven-like environment right on top of our stove. So you preheat this pan for around about 10 to 15 minutes on low heat. Make sure that the heat is on low because you don't want to burn your bread. And then you place your bread or your buns one at a time because the space can't fit both, and then you allow this to cook for about 20 to 25 minutes, but on low heat. Remember that 20 to 25 minutes, or maybe 30, but you will just know. But when you place a finger, like when you press it, it will bounce back, and then you will know your bread is baked. And wow, this is how our bread looks like. Look at how brown it is. Our bread is ready, guys. My goodness, like I can't even, the aroma in this kitchen, God, you have to try this. Trust you me, you have to try this. And then there's this other trick where if you immediately you've removed your bread or buns from the stove, make sure that you apply butter or margarine on top of it when it's hot, to make sure that it doesn't dry or form a hard crust on top. And here is our buns. Our buns are ready, guys. See how puffed and fluffy and so nice and brown they are. My goodness, just try this and let me know, guys. You have to try this and let me know down on the comment section, because they are amazing and it takes very few minutes. Like you don't need an oven. Just look at it, just everything you have in your kitchen. Now let's try this. Look on the inside, just check it out. It's very well cooked on the inside. Look at that, guys. Well cooked. It's fluffy, it's soft, it's puffed, well cooked. Oh God, and it's so tasty. I have to say, it's so tasty. And now let's try out the bread. Now the bread has cooled down. You remove it and then you allow it to cool down before you cut it. So our bread is cooled down. Now we need to cut it. Look at that, how bouncy it is. This shows you how fluffy it is and it's well baked on the inside, guys. The perfect bread and buns made entirely on the stove. Can you believe it? Can you believe that? Look at that golden crust, fluffy inside. Smells absolutely divine, in case you're wondering. And just on the other side, or you can see on this video, you can peep some Christmas cookies. Those are Christmas cookies that I have made, and the recipe is coming up very soon. Look at my bread, guys. Like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, this bread is fluffy like hell. Oof. Yummy, 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 yummy. Guys, you have to try this. Now it's your turn to try this at home. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and hit that subscribe button. Comment below and let me know more no oven recipes that you'd like me to share. And see you on the next one for more delicious creations. So for storage, you'll just have to wrap this with a cling film or like a plastic bag and store it in the fridge. Like without the fridge, it can stay up to 3 days, but inside the fridge, it can stay up to a week or even 2 weeks inside the freezer. So this is something you need to try. So see you on the next one, and don't forget to subscribe. Happy baking!